Attention all Halo fans. Halo Infinite gameplay is less than 24 hours away. That's right. This could very well be our last chance to speculate. And if you remember, I actually said that a year ago, and we had a whole year of nothing, no news or anything. It was the worst year ever. But it wasn't the worst year for Halo. That's the bottom line. We've seen 343 add Halo to PC. Halo 3 is on PC. New Halo game coming out maybe November. A new Xbox console. There's so much going on in the Halo world, and it's nuts. And today, we're going to do our top 5 campaign reveal predictions. And if you remember, your boy Nucci here, he was actually pretty spot on with my last action video where I said the Banished would be in Halo Infinite. They called me a madman. They said, Nucci, the Banished won't be in Halo Infinite. That's stupid. How would they even get there? Well, guess what? They were wrong. And they're going to be wrong about this if they talk any shit to me, because I know what I'm talking about. My predictions, I give them 100% guaranteed to be somewhat accurate. And that's a guarantee not many people can give these days. So, jumping right into this, number 5. The number 5 prediction I'm going to make for this campaign reveal. Just to be clear, this is what we're going to see tomorrow in the campaign reveal. I think we will see the Silent Shadow. There will be some reference. If you're not familiar with who the Silent Shadow is, the Silent Shadow is basically like the Assassin's Creed of elites. They're just like the ultimate badass elites. They actually did join the Banished in canon, and they're just epic. They actually have a grudge against the Arbiter. I think they want to kill the Arbiter, and that would make for a really cool story thread, not gonna lie. So, seeing the Silent Shadow, I think that's what we're gonna see. Number 4. Next thing I think we're gonna see, this is kind of how I see the reveal playing out, is we're going to see something in space, something like space-related, before the player takes control of the Chief. And then I think we're going to see a campaign demo similar to Halo 4's campaign reveal. If you remember way back when, where basically the player is just moving through, taking out enemies, showing off new weapons, like Chief will grab this weapon, then he's going to shoot this brute, and then he's going to go over here and do this. It's going to be kind of like that. That's what I think we'll see. And I think it's going to start with space, is I think it's going to kind of start in like a Halo 3 feel, like a very slow, methodical, Starry Night type thing. And I think that's what we're kind of going to see. That's just my prediction. Number 3. My third prediction is we will see some form of advanced mobility. Now, it's not going to be the way you think. And this was my prediction last video a year ago, is advanced mobility will return, but it's not going to be the way that you think. So the first thing I'm going to predict is we will see a grapple hook. I don't remember if I said that in the last video. I know I've said on Twitter before that I think a grapple hook would actually work really well in the Halo sandbox. And so I think we'll see a grapple hook, and I don't know if they'll show this off, but I think there will be some form of advanced mobility to act as a loading screen, because I think this will be a very open world Halo game. And if you know about modern open world games, is they don't have loading screens. They have little actions the player takes. The player will squeeze through like a tight space or go through a tunnel, and it's kind of like a pre-scripted animation. And while the player is doing this, the game is actually loading. So it's like a seamless experience where you don't have to have a loading screen. You just have the player moving through something. And it's, in many ways, Halo 3's like weird Chief like flashback moments with Cortana and the Gravemind, where the player was stopped and Cortana would like get up in your face and give you a seizure. That was really an early version of this. And then we've seen other games like God of War, The Last of Us 2. We've seen these games where it's all seamless. You just do this animation, and yeah. So I think we might see that shown off. I don't know why they would want to like show that off. Maybe they will. They might talk about it. I hope they actually like talk about the game. That's something that's really bugged me about when they do drop these trailers or whatever. There's just no stage presence. I know there's not a stage this year, but I do hope that they explain to us what to expect with this Halo game. Will it be open world? Will Blue Team be there? I hope these are things they at least address. As for Blue Team possibly being there, I don't know. I think it's definitely up there compared to other characters. Number 2, there will be Sprint. Sadly, friends, I think our days of a Halo game without Sprint are behind us. I personally don't think Halo needs Sprint. I think, it's just like one of those things. It's like just such a trope of modern shooters that I don't think it will ever go away. I mean, we have games like Doom that don't have Sprint that are crazy successful. And if you're a fan of Doom, were you ever thinking like, oh, I wish I could sprint? And wherever you lie on this sprint debate, whether you think a super soldier should be able to sprint or not, I mean, in reality, the Chief was always sprinting. It just didn't look like it. But anyways, the point is, Sprint could be its own video, its own topic. It's such a divisive issue. And at the end of the day, though, Sprint does affect more than just the player moving. It affects the map size. It affects the guns. That's why in Halo 3 and Halo 2, the guns are not like laser focused down. They're kind of like in slow motion. If you, think about Halo 3 and Halo 2, how you can kind of like dodge bullets more easily. It's because every gun doesn't have to be like laser focused down like in Halo 4 and Halo 5. Except for the suppressor in Halo 4. The suppressor in Halo 4 sucks. But in Halo 5, like there's so many guns that track and that are laser focused, and everybody's flying around, zipping around, and just some people like it, and that's great for them. I personally don't really care much for the gameplay. I think Halo 5 is my least played Halo ever. I just don't care much for the gameplay. But regardless, I just cannot see them launching this game without Sprint. I don't know. I just can't see it. So I would be very surprised if there was no Sprint. I would jump up and down with excitement, but I just can't see it happening. Number 1. Number 1. There will be a beta, and it will go live right after the announcement. That's right at the end of this E3-like demonstration. They will announce a Halo Infinite beta that will go live the second event is over. Now, the reason I think this is because there's not a lot of time left. November is quickly approaching, and any changes that 343 could implement after a beta, this beta's got to be soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be next month. Why not just do it now? Go with the hype train. Whatever we're going to see, there's going to be people that love it. There's going to be people that maybe are a little skeptical. And there will be the very few that hate it because they're haters and they hate anything 343 does. But it doesn't matter. Beta's going to go live. That's my biggest prediction. I think it's just a given. Like, they have to ride this hype train. The hype train has to launch. And yeah, it's very possible we will be playing a Halo Infinite beta in less than 24 hours. So how exciting is that? What a time to be a Halo fan. With that, I want to close out the video. Just wanted to make a short and sweet video, getting my thoughts down on paper. Wanted to make these predictions just like last year. I'm the only one who thought the Banished were going to be in Halo Infinite. I had other predictions in that video as well. If you want to check out, go for it. Also wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be collaborating with another YouTuber on Friday to talk about our impressions of the trailer and the gameplay and basically break down what we saw and what we think about Halo Infinite moving forward. The dry season is finally over. Halo news is about to skyrocket. It's going to be everywhere. This is the time we've been waiting for. And with that, go play some Halo Infinite.
Yes! Yes!